We do this in our sleep, nigga.
Alright guys, so back with another reaction video, man. This time we're gonna get into Khabib versus GSP extended promo done by Dreist Studios again, man. This guy does phenomenal videos, man. Khabib and GSP, I mean, he has to get by Gaethje first. A lot of people see him getting by Gaethje. MMA, you never know, you know? But it's a fight I would love to see. Two grapplers. Who's gonna out-grapple the other? Let's just jump right into it.
First of all, congratulations. This is a crazy event. Leading up to this, it was so insane for you to be out for so many years.
And
then
status.
challenge the middleweight champion, moving up a weight class. What was this all like for you?
Man, I don't have a word in my mouth right now. It's my dream come true, guys. Thank you for the support. Everybody here that came to support me and my goal. It's a great sport. Thank you. We make a living because of you guys. Thank you so much. My dream come true. Yeah, today everybody knows, not a surprise. I announced my retirement. I retired because I didn't want to go back to do the same thing all over and again.
Is George done? What is he doing? How often is he training?
All the time, man.
All the time.
Machine.
Well, before it continues, is George your GOAT? He's up there. He has to be top 5 for me. He's not my GOAT though. Man, I don't know who my GOAT is actually. We'll talk about that later though.
I wanted to fight again. Before I took my retirement, we tried to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You would love to fight Khabib. He would love to fight you.
Sometimes I'm training with the guys, I still get it, man.
The thing that's going to motivate him is a mega fight.
If I fight someone, I would need that to be worth it for me. Legacy-wise and satisfaction-wise. That's why I wanted to fight Khabib.
Doesn't the UFC taunt him?
know.
They say, George, we got a
165.
fight for you, buddy.
I'm confident, I believe I'm still the best in the world. I'm trying to prepare, but the reality is that I'm getting older.
I don't want to talk for George, but man, he can kill anybody. He can kill anybody, this man. He's the world's greatest martial artist.
You hear all these reports about how hard George is working twice a day, every day, 6 days a week, takes 1 day out, the exact same as when he was in training. What are you doing this for?
If the right fight came along,
The right fight came along. They know where to find me.
there would be Khabib.
Yes. Khabib said October, Justin Gaethje, April, George St. Pierre.
King Khabib has been very stubborn, very upfront, so when he says I'm going to do 2 more, it's very relevant to this because all of a sudden,
And is he retiring after 30?
Of George St. Pierre being that final fight.
If he were to win that and he were to come to you and say, I want the final fight of my career to be against George St. Pierre, would you entertain that?
Sure.
It will not take me much to be in fight shape. I can still reach that.
Then he's in the gym training like a madman. If you ever see St. Pierre, I mean, he still looks like he's carved out of stone. He says, I'm doing this because I'm going to go fight Khabib.
You just begin to wonder, dude, how big would a St. Pierre fight against Nurmagomedov be?
Khabib has the aura of invincibility. For me, right now, he's the best fighter right now.
Dana's only resistance to putting George in is going, hey, George, you already did this to me once. You moved up to 185, you grabbed that title, you rode off in the sunset. Now I got a division with no champion in it. I don't like that.
Khabib told Dana White he wants to end with George St. Pierre 30-0.
Well, everything changes if your champion coming to the match says, I'm done. Well, then why can't this challenger say the same thing?
Would you come back for Khabib?
As we
That is true.
Yes.
If it's at 155 for the title, and St. Pierre could ostensibly become the first person to win a title in 3 different weight classes, it'd be enormous.
The most exciting thing is also
I didn't think about that. Can George drop down to 155? I'm pretty sure he can. He went up to middleweight, career welterweight. Yeah, he could probably get down, man. He could probably get down. It would be at 155. I didn't think about that. And he would do it, because then he'd be champ in 3 divisions. Makes a lot of sense, man. But again, got to get through Gaethje first.
the scariest thing to do is to fight an opponent who seems invincible, and Khabib is that guy right now.
Errol Hawani had shared with me that he called and asked George, hey man, are you still on board with this? George's response was, and I quote, right when I think I'm getting out, they pull me back in. I'm taking that as a yes.
George St. Pierre versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. It would be the biggest fight that the UFC seen in a long time.
Fighting is fun when you hurt people, not when it's you get hurt, you know?
That's true.
So far, so good. Hope it'll stay like that, right? You know, perfect, man. Just trying to wish you the best of luck, man.
So,
Are you good? Thank you, man. Same for you, man. You're the best, man. You're the best. Thank you, guys.
My
Let's go,
father
man.
said
George's man.
his dream fight, me versus George St. Pierre.
He is greatest athlete who ever competed in UFC. Middleweight, welterweight champion. Me versus George St. Pierre. Why not?
If you're a champion and you're satisfied, you retire, man, because you're going down, you finish, you're gonna get hurt. I want to do something that I'm like the 155, I'm like, never did it before, title, like, you know, we're beating a certain guy that he's on a freaking rise. I want to be Khabib then.
Khabib Nurmagomedov. Scared of this guy. His grappling is literally on another level. Oh, big shots by Khabib. He's gonna break his arm. Wow, that was a hell of a fight. That combination going on, and the fight is right there. And Nurmagomedov awesome. There's no magic to his takedown. He's just tenacious. He just keeps going after it.
He did not want to let that go.
He wants the GSP fight. Khabib wants GSP? Holy shit. That's what I hear. Whoa. What a great fight, right?
He's a legend, you know. I think he's like true mixed martial artist, like inside the cage and outside the cage. And when I grow up, I watch his fights, you know.
Yes.
He is a true legend, you know. This is good for him. This is good for me. Fight with the legend, you know. Good pay-per-view.
Man, I think George has one of the best entrances.
George St. Pierre, he's a special guy. He really is a special athlete. He beat everyone he ever faced. He had 2 losses that were Matt Hughes.
Shout out to Matt Hughes, man. And then the Matt Serra upset.
And destroyed them.
Those body kicks, man.
Then, after retiring,
Well,
comes
knees.
back and wins a championship, a division up.
Not just that, but
4 years
finishes
old.
Michael Bisping
Yeah.
and chokes him unconscious.
I'm glad Bisping got the payday, though, man.
The gap between George St. Pierre as a mixed martial artist and the rest of the world is too big for anybody else to close. That is the greatest fighter we've ever seen.
The all-time best in UFC history. He is the perfect fighting machine.
Khabib's doing standard shit, but he's just doing it at not just a notch, but several notches past what everybody else is.
Those positions he gets, man, is just crazy.
Khabib's wrestling is not just a level above everybody else, but multiple levels. Khabib doesn't move around; he just smashes everybody. He's just on such another level that the odds of you beating him drop so substantially after the first minute and a half. In the beginning, guys fight him off a little bit, and then as the fight wears on, he just gets more and more dominant. They get more and more exhausted. You know, even if you hit him, congratulations, now you're on your ass, and you're getting punched in the face over and over again. You can't get up, you're getting mauled by a guy who I think is one of the greatest lightweights of all time.
He's just reckless. There's a shot. Great grappling skills and efforts. Nurmagomedov just dominates.
Khabib is one of the few athletes, not just fighters, one of the few athletes that has found a way to weaponize pain. So before you ever get to the punches and the kicks and the grappling and the submission hold, you have to acknowledge his greatest weapon, which is how active and aggressive he's going to be.
in the game today. Maybe the most dominant, and again, in one of the most talent-stacked division, this guy mauls everybody.
George came out and said, I'd like to be the first guy to hand Khabib a loss. As much as George can come out and say, I'd like to be the one to hand Khabib a loss, don't kid yourself, but Khabib would like to be the one to hand George St. Pierre a loss. You have two guys who have two big strengths that happen to be the same strengths. They both have takedowns.
Exactly. Who's going to control who?
And they both have a pace. They both have an ability to break opponents mentally with non-stop pressure. It's same.
People, sometimes I see young guys, they win the belt and they're screaming, I'm the baddest man on the planet. I mean, there's no baddest man on the planet. Nobody is invincible. And even though you're the champion, it doesn't mean there's not another man on the planet that could beat you.
The most dominant fighter in the history of the sport versus the greatest in the history of the sport. We're going to see that fight.
Nice, man. Shout out to Dreist Studios. So, we would love to see it, you know. This is obviously would be a dream fight. But Khabib has to get past Gaethje first, man. You know, I know a lot of people don't think Gaethje can do it. You know, it starts on the feet. You know what I mean? But of course, if you're gonna bet, you're gonna bet on Khabib, you know. But this would be awesome to see. Almost better than the Conor rematch, you know. I want to see the Conor rematch for the entertainment of it. You know what I mean? I would like to see Khabib against Tony at some point. Other than those two, you know, it's nothing better than GSP. You know, so I guess we'll end it on that note. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. You know, shout out to that fight card that we just had this past Saturday too, with Derek Lewis and Chris Weidman and everyone. Man, this was pretty good fight card. And we have DC and Stipe, the trilogy, coming up this upcoming weekend. Excited about that as well. Got some good fights, man. Thank you, UFC. So on that note, man, I'll catch you on the next one.
We do this in our sleep, nigga. Yeah.